Okay,
I
you're
can't even.
you ready?
Popcorn.
Probably.
Yeah, I'm ready. What character I must make? Like what race?
You mustn't do anything. You can do anything you want, really. But the only conditions are, well, the goal for today is just kind of to discover how the Thieves Guild grew and how it kind of became how it is today. And, well, instead of me just writing it, we're gonna go through it with this one shot, and then that way you guys can kind of choose, well, what it becomes anyway, because I haven't written that much lore for it in the present anyway, so anything is up to you guys for, well, you'll see as it goes. Right now, Karen's character, I always want to say Jax's character. Karen's character is an owl folk. So an owl folks are the most common. Like if you want to play that, that will make it the most, well, not necessarily easiest, just the most straightforward. Because the owl folk are the main core of the Thieves Guild. They started it, and Karen's character is basically one of the students, well, one of the oldest students, I guess, almost newest recruits of the offset Thieves Guild. So you can kind of choose. I think it would be interesting if you want to just be another person, another owl folk in his class, who is also about to graduate, and then I thought maybe doing like a kind of a graduation mission for this one shot, where you guys have to do something.
What is the second most common species in this Thieves Guild?
Well, that way you can go anywhere, really. What do you think? Because then it's more people who would come to Eagle's Peak from the outside, and then maybe they want to go to this class as well, or maybe they want to like become a part of the Thieves Guild as well. So then, as I said before, like Eagle's Peak is basically a home for anyone who is really tied to the corruption or the freedom fighters in any way, shape or form. That like they could have gotten there for 1,000 different reasons. So that's all up to you, really. I mean, there are some characters, there are some races that I will veto, but you can suggest what you find interesting, and I'll let you know if that's viable or not. If you want, I can send you the list of races again.
The list of races can wait, but I think I go with the owl folk. Yeah, owl folk.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
It will be interesting. I haven't played a thief before.
You haven't played a what?
A thief.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think probably then the best is that you're Alfork rogue as well. Or actually, no. You can be anything really, because it's a Thieves Guild, so they need clerics as well. They need wizards as well. They need, and I mean, it's not because you're sneaky that you can't be another class than a rogue. That's just the most common fighters, I guess. But if you want to be something else, that's totally fine as well.
The owl folk will be fine.
Oh, I meant for
I will.
For the class, I mean.
Yeah, I had the class.
And there, I mean, no hurry with this. I think this is part of the fun as well, making it so. But yeah, you can go to your D&D Beyond and go to characters.
Yeah,
and...
I'm on it. I'm on it.
Yeah, nice.
Oh, the D&D Beyond has a mobila? What?
Has a what?
I just...
Oh, mobile?
Mobile.
Yeah.
A mobile app. I just realized. Wow. Hell yeah. Okay. Character builder. So... Our folk. I don't know if I can talk like you used to with that accent and.
Oh, you don't need to talk with any accent.
No. I just really I find it funny when you go a funny kind of voice and voice the NPCs and the red. I don't know what's the red
Oh,
furry creature about like.
That's I was talking to Karen about it, that I can only do 2 voices, and it's like the Mampus voice and it's my voice. So. Yeah.
And I really find it so funny. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. It's just it's just so funny. And when you talk in the session, I can't help it. I must mute myself and laugh. It's so good.
Yeah. Well, I think I need to get a lot better at voices. It's not good at all yet, but at least there's a start.
Yeah. You're not a voice actor, like it's not their job, so it's fine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I mean, it's fun to learn a new skill.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm doing another voice for my show.
Yes.
How about this art for the token? I pasted it in general.
Nice. Yeah, perfect.
Cool.
You wanna? Well, you can choose from there. I'll put it in a token.
I crop it. And
No, it's fine. I can do it from.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just made the character then.
Yes. Yeah, and start thinking about to have some ideas for the most common backstories. Basically, most people in your class will be like Red, who is the character that Karen is playing, who are owl folk from the island. Basically, one generation down, they were born in Eagle's Peak, basically, but their parents were born somewhere else in the island, and they were kind of forced to come to Eagle's Peak by circumstances that I might tell you if you play it, but otherwise I'll let Karen RP it. And yeah. But it's not uncommon that, well, you're free to come into this class for any reason, really, as an owl folk. Like, you don't need to be one way or another.
So as I understood, the race is owl folk and the character class is also owl folk.
No, so the race is owl folk and your class is one of the 12, which are like wizard, rogue, fighter, bard, cleric. It's all in all the ones that are in the Beyond, basically. Yeah, you can choose. I think probably it will be easier if you choose one of the more straightforward ones, because if you choose like wizard, then maybe it's gonna take you a while to get used to, or to choose all your spells and stuff. But if you think you can do it, or if you really want to do it, you can do it as well.
Should I buy the owl folk on D&D Beyond?
No, you can just do what Karen did, where I think you just choose half elf, and then when you roll your abilities, you can just go to custom, and you can just do plus whatever elf folk get naturally, and then with the like you just like customize it so it's the same way elf folk would be, but you just choose a different class, if that makes sense. So
Yeah.
I think elf folk have like +2 wisdom and +1 intelligence, or maybe other way around.
So wisdom and
wait, let me see.
What was that one?
Let me check it just in case.
I can stream my screen to set it up.
Yeah, if you want to.
Yeah, sure.
Uh, Wait, I can't really hear you. Wait, actually, Kieran, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Did you? Because I'm looking at another one, and on this one it just says increase one ability score by 2 and increase a different one by 1. I don't know if there's like 2 different owl folks.
Yeah, there probably is. I would say use the UA one. I think the UA one's better.
Oh, okay. Yeah, in that one you can choose. So if you wanna, you can adjust your character based on that as well. Because it just says increase one ability score by 2 and another one by 1.
So wisdom and dexterity, I guess.
It's up to you.
I feel like wisdom and dexterity for an owl folk. I just feel like that. Skill versatile. I'm gonna have a rogue, so acrobatics and stuff. Languages. What do the Thieves Guild speak?
Thieves Guild is literally just the language that you get when you're a rogue. It's just like, it's Thieves can't, yeah.
Yep.
Probably.
Yeah, that's right. It's but it's not on a language list. It's another language. You can choose another language that you would have learned in your school. Basically, the most common would be Dwarvish, Elvish, and Primordial. So, what was I doing? I'm making you a token.
I don't see Elvish, so I go with Darvish.
And I want more food.
How hungry are you? Why you don't like order food or something?
There's like nothing inside the house.
And why don't you order a takeaway?
Because I can't. I don't have a card.
Should I order it for you?
No, of course not.
Alright.
Thank you though. Could do with some soup. There's no soup in.
Are you just going over like every food in your head?
Yeah. No, I'm in the kitchen.
Oh, okay.
You just don't have any noodles, like the.
Nah, I've ate them all.
No. That is the worst thing. I have a little basket of full of instant noodles. So that's the plan if food goes out.
Yeah, it's like all I
always have.
So what is this? I want to open and see what this is, but I also don't, because I don't know what it is.
No.
Oh, it looks super dope. Nice.
Well, I kind of messed up the dark one, but it's okay.
It's alright. Yeah, I see the edges. It's alright.
Yeah.
It's alright.
Could make beans.
What is Slippery Mind? By 15th level, you have acquired greater mental
Yeah,
strength.
don't worry
You
about
gain
it.
Oh my god.
You're not gonna
Wisdom
become.
saving.
You're not gonna become 15th level.
Yeah. It's just a one shot. It's alright, but I was just curious because I haven't played Rogue before. I played like the fighter, some kind of wizard stuff, and artificer, and that's it.
Was that custard? Ooh, I could have this.
Karen is just looking for.
Yeah.
I'm imagining this is in character already.
Yeah. And he's adding the stuff sound.
Ooh, I could get these. Oh, I got food. Can I get custard and I can get this? Oh, okay, I've got food.
Right now, Red is browsing the endless groceries of Eagle's Peak, searching desperately for the right kind of food.
A drink. Let's see what this store has for drink. They have orange. We could have some orange.
I got 13 for strength. Nice.
Do I have some orange?
What is your name, Promi?
Strong beak.
Strong Beak?
Do you have a strong beak?
I have a strong beak.
That's pretty cool, man.
I didn't want to roll the name generator for Owlfolk over and over again, so I had to decide to name the character from the characteristics.
Is it Strong Beak two words or?
Yeah.
Is Beak spelled B-E-A-K?
Beak.
Beak.
Yeah.
That's what
Beak.
owls have.
Owls have a beak, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, owls have a beak.
Okay. I got scared a little bit. I used to take trips into the forest and just look at animals. It's so relaxing.
You're talking in character or out of character?
Out of character.
Oh, okay.
I haven't made the character yet.
Oh, okay. Thought you spontaneously started role playing already.
Yeah, everyone's we just all start. I'm getting food. He's talking about his nature walks that he likes. Strong Beak is just like huge nature guy.
Yeah, he will be. Does the rogue have to be sturdy, like have this constitution?
It's literally whatever you want, man. But usually rogues don't really need a high con because they have like uncanny dodge. I mean, not uncanny dodge. Like they can disengage as a bonus action. You can just like leave the combat and not have to get hit, really. But I mean, obviously, like if you want to be able to take more hits, then put stats into con.
So I have 15 for Dex, 13 for Strength, 13 for Wisdom, 11 for Con, 8 for Charisma, and 7 for Intelligence.
That's very fine.
I just rolled them, so that's how I got it. Okay. I don't need a modifier, right?
Well, yeah, you do -2 charisma because half elves
-2.
give charisma automatically, so you have to. Yeah.
-2 charisma. Okay.
Yeah. That's all.
Others. Anything else?
It should be fine. I mean, you can show me your stats. We can see if it all makes sense now. Like all the way to the top. Yeah, like go up again. Scroll up all the way. Yeah. So wisdom +1, dex +1. You should have something +2. Oh yeah, you can add one more to dex or to wisdom.
Dex or the wisdom. Dex.
Yeah.
So
give a +1 to dex.
+1.
Yes.
+1. All right. So strong beak. I just
Fajl Kivala Zdaz.
upload the token.
I returned back with food.
Oh my god.
As Red enters his home, the smell of custard fills the air.
Oh, is that custard?
It is indeed custard. I need to stir it before I eat it.
Enjoy it, my friend.
Was it a minute since I left it out of the heater?
Oh, you can just put like custom background if you want for that. I mean, unless you want to write it all down there.
Well,
oh, I guess you can for your proficiencies. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Go for it.
2 skills and 2 tools. 2 skills, 1 tool, and 1 language. Criminal, spy, folk hero.
Oh, I forgot. I need to make. Where is it?
Background feature. Character details. Natural good. Faith. Money. I don't know. Rescued, modest, comfortable, wealthy, aristocratic. Modest.
Oh, what's your HP, Karen?
Mine is 24.
Nice.
What?
Did you make a level 3 character?
Yeah.
I mean, Promi?
No, I made a level 1, so that's why I have 8 HP.
Yeah, that makes sense. Should have
Now I have
18.
18. Yes.
Can you check if you can move your character, Kieran? And try rolling and see if it works.
Yeah, I can move it. As red.
Is it rolling as red?
Yeah. Yep.
Nice.
Oh lol. Yeah. We know it works.
Probably...
Change portrait.
Save changes.
Thank you.
Okay. Can you check the same once you're done, Promi?
Mm-hmm. Sure. I cannot move it.
Oh, wait, maybe I didn't give you... Yeah, no, I didn't give you permission yet, sorry. Strong, weak. Save. What about now?
Yep.
Okay. Can you try rolling now? See if it works.
Yep. Deception check. Sure. Cool.
Nice.
Why do I have initiative plus 3 modifier?
Because of your dex.
Uh-huh.
Wait, Kieran, did you... Was it... Oh, it was rolling.
Hmm?
Oh, just confused why it didn't show your portrait. Can you try rolling again? Maybe it was just earlier.
No, yeah, it's because I didn't do it as red.
Oh, okay.
There you go. Wait, no. Weird.
Yeah, it's not the end
There
of
you
the
go.
world. Oh, okay. Nice.
Cool.
Okay. Now, I think all is left to make your lore for your character. Promi.
Oh well.
Well, it doesn't have to be. It can be as extensive or not as you wish.
I don't want really generic lore, so I have to think up something, because I don't want to say that I was a poor kid and I got into the Thieves Guild and I haven't left ever since, and I trained hard, and I'm graduating now. I don't know my parents. Yeah, this is really generic one.
Yeah, well, the most obvious for you to have gotten into the school is that at least your parents are Alfolk who maybe not... You can choose if they worked inside the Thieves Guild or not, but definitely Eagle's Peak has supported any Alfolk that came from... well, I can... Since you're in the class as well, I can basically give you the same history that I told Jax before, which is basically that the Alfolk originally lived on the north side of the island, but they got kind of, well, driven out and hunted by the people, by the humans on the north side. And then when they asked for help of the south side, who are also more magically acclaimed like the Alfolk are, they are not necessarily wizards or clerics, but a lot of them are, well, at least in sync with magical elements. When they asked for help from the south side, they declined them because they wished to keep their truce with the north, which made the Alfolk, well, kind of pissed off at the south side and think of them as cowards. So then they turned to the freedom fighters, or the corruption as you would know them, for help, and well, the corruption promised them protection from the humans and from the south side for anyone who wished to harm the Owl folk, and in return, the Owl folk promised to the freedom fighters the most highly skilled thieves that they could afford, which is what Owl folk are good at in the first place, because they are good at moving very stealthily. So yeah, that's basically how most people now have gotten into the school, where they're kind of bound to this oath, I don't know, oath, by well, because they are granted the protection of Eagle's Peak in return for their duties. So you're kind of like recruited as soldiers and brought to classes where you learn to be a good thief.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then from there, as I said to Jax as well, you're your own character, so you can choose if you believe these stories or if you think this is all like bullshit and actually the humans are really nice or something. I don't know. Like, it's all like, it's not because the history is true that you have to act like your character believes everything that it has been told, but that's basically the premise of what you have mostly been told throughout your life. And yeah.
Mm-hmm. Nah, the humans are not nice.
Well, as I said to Jax, it's but the premise that you've been told is that the south side of the island are cowards for not helping you, and at the north side, the humans that live there are just ruthless and racist and well, just hunt the owl folk for no reason. Is most of the stories that you've been told.
I see. Well, I feel like Strongbeak was raised by this, and because of that, he haven't questioned the stories that he heard.
That makes sense. And what about is it because, like, are your parents like really adamant about this corruption, about that you do well, and like well, that you excel in this Thieves Guild? Or like, what is your bond with your parents? Like, how does Strongbeak stand in the world?
Definitely, he cares about the corruption and the source of the corruption, but he's a good soldier, so he doesn't think much, just acts what the leaders tell him.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Your parents called you a Strongbeak, so you can grow up to be a soldier and serve this.
Exactly.
Yeah, and serve this system that they all fought so hard to make, and they are fighting so hard still to to keep the protection that Eagle's Peak grants to your kind.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, how do I erase something on the map? Like I throw freehand. And
oh, you should just be able to. I can do it too. I got it.
Thank you.
No worries. Yeah, and then within your class, how do you think you kind of stand, like, to the other people in your class? Are you more of like, are you like part of a clique, or are you like more on your own, or are you just like a normal student? I mean, I guess you're very striving to be the best, right?
Yes.
But
I'm not the typical curious one who breaks all the rules and trying to achieve the full potential and and curious about the world, so he left the guild and stuff. Strongbeak, I feel like he will follow the rules as he can for any cost.
Yeah, and I think, I mean, it must have kind of. Does it bother you at all that, I mean, your dexterous abilities are very good, but when it comes to these other classes about like languages and like learning how to maybe like deceive people or bribe them, it's not so much your strong suit. Does it bother Strongbeak at all that these other students excel more at that, or?
Of course, he got bothered. He even got annoyed that he couldn't have enough time to learn these things, and he wants to be the best. So he will try to have more time to acquire these skills, but right now he just do what he can with what he must.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, you said it kind of pissed you off, and I can imagine there is this one guy in particular in your class, and he seems to be better at everything than everyone else, but he never really, like, he always kind of acts smug about it. Like he doesn't really, like, it's not like he's openly bragging, but he never really acknowledges the other people as if he doesn't really care about them. Does that make sense? How does Strongbeak kind of deal with those people? Does he like confront them, or does he just try to stay away from them?
I feel like
or does he care? No?
He doesn't care about those people because those people just bring trouble. They are act smug, and if you confront them, you just get in trouble because those people just trying to protect the smug, and they act. And if they are selfish or have a big head or something, they're just trouble. So Strongbeak doesn't care about these people and trying to avoid them at any cost. The tasks the tasks that don't include interacting with these people. So
yeah, and what kind of people? What kind of people do you interact with in your class then? Does he interact with many people at all, or does he just do the things and maybe is more of an outsider in the class, or how does he?
No. He wants to help people to become better because he believes that in the way that he wants to be the most powerful, the number one, he must help people so he can become the most powerful and the best leader.
Yeah, so he's kind of leader. Well, definitely a leader.
He wants to be the leader of the class, and that's why he trying to avoid the smug people, because it would damage the reputation.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Some sort.
Yeah, no, that's cool. Well, Red, how do you think you have viewed this character in your class who, well, we talked about it before, these people that are more of these leader figures, and before you said you kind of saw some of these people not really as threats, but you saw them as like just general, maybe better than you, because you don't really have that high confidence of yourself. do you think you felt that about Strongbeak as well? This guy that is just like leading, well, trying to be a leader to your class. Do you feel like he can lead you as well, or do you feel like what is your?
I think the way that he would approach it is differently, in the sense of more when he's trying to help people, he isn't patronizing about it. It seems like he's more like respectful of helping. Like he wants to help. He thinks that learning is a great teaching is a great form of learning for him. So it's like mutually benefiting each other by him teaching you. And I think probably Red would see that and have like a respect for him. He would like teach him if he ever needed to be taught anything. He would appreciate help if he wanted help at any point. But I think he would see him as sort of like the superior in a way.
Yeah. Well, and then the other way around as well. Well, I can imagine that you guys, I mean, you can choose it together, but that you, well, maybe get along is a hard word, because you're both kind of focused on your own core ideas. But I can imagine you, well, at least tolerate each other, and if not, respect each other. Maybe Red, you can introduce yourself a bit more, so Promi has a better idea how his character would interact with Red.
So Red is this tall for an owl folk, probably about like not like 5'11", something like that. He's quite slender, with like a bit of muscle, but he's sort of he's quite slender and quick. He is very. He always gets like asked to fight people, and he thinks this is like as in like, you know, like competition fights, like sparring, as like practice. He always constantly get asked by people for that, and he thinks that's because the people don't like him. That he thinks that they just want like a punching dummy, and they wanna fight him for that. But he still like accepts his fight because he wants to get better. He wants to be a good soldier. You probably realized he isn't like suing of a leader position. He's more of teaching himself, but he will like help around the class whenever needed, etc. And maybe you've overheard people in the class talk about how they see him as competition, essentially.
Yeah, Strongbeak, you would have definitely heard as well how people, well, want to fight with him because they want to learn more from him, because he is actually a very like well, complementary more than because he is good at all the things that you're not good at, which is, I mean, you can choose how Strongbeak would kind of react to that, but like, for example, his intelligence, his classes where you need to learn those languages, he's always way better at that than you are. These classes where you need to like learn to intimidate people or ask questions to people, he gets a lot quicker with those. But then when it comes to like running fast or getting through these obstacles fast, then you excel in that. But you would know that, contrary to what Red may believe, that he is actually very much respected in the class as someone that the other students can learn from, especially when it comes to these more subtle arts of the thief skill.
I feel like Strongbeak would respect Red, because he always takes the fight and still respects the leaders to take the fights and not be like refusing to be a punching bag. So Strongbeak really respects him, and he wants him to be the part of his group. So when it comes to the graduation and Strong Big perhaps becomes a leader of a group, he definitely wants Red to the team because he's strong and he's a good soldier. And this is what Strong Big focuses on, to have good soldiers, because he's a good soldier himself. Always follows the rules and the tasks and the orders.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, it is so that that you spend many years together as students. Maybe not always in the same class, but many times you guys would be sparred against each other because one of you is considered the smartest, the other one of the best at running and athletic maneuvers, things like that in combat. So you would often, the sparring in the Thieves Guild is also not the same. It's not like in the Fighters Guild or with the soldiers that you're just like put against each other with swords. It's more like these tactical things that you have to go through, these parkours that you have to follow. And it is so that about a month from your graduation, your teacher approaches the class and stands before it. You know your teacher is this very tall and wide Alfolk, almost as tall as Red, standing high above the class, always with his wings like tucked in front of him. Very formal-looking person. However, from spending these years around him, he wasn't always your teacher, but you have seen him at work sometimes doing some like examples for you guys or showing how things must be done, and you have seen his incredible power and consistency when it comes to these techniques that he taught you guys. And it is so that one day he stands before you once more and he speaks and says, "Class, I know it has been a long couple of years for all of you. However, to get into the Thieves Guild is not an easy feat, especially if you want to be among the elites within our ranks. It is exactly that reason that those of you who wish can do one final gauntlet, one final task, one final quest to see where you are placed within our rankings. The task is simple. Whoever of you can obtain the most pricey, powerful item of value within 1 month will have the opportunity to join our highest ranks. You have the ability to split up into groups. I will let you guys decide that by yourself."
As the teacher says that, Red already has his hood up, but you notice that he looks down, sort of covering himself essentially.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, are we RPing?
Yeah.
Alright. Strongbeak approaches Red and trying to just tap him. Red.
His head is gonna jolt up, but he's not looking at you, he's sort of just facing forward.
I want you to join my searching group.
You see his head tilt really quickly once again, this time directly looking you in your eyes. And me, you want?
Yes. I
But
want you to
there's
join
all
my friends.
there's all these other ones, right? That you can.
Yeah. But they are either weak or egoist. And I don't want that. I want strong people. I want strong soldiers. I want good soldiers.
I think you've got the wrong owl.
No. I worked with you for so many years. And I saw that you were used like a punching bag, like a dummy. Like a training dummy. And you haven't refused one time. And you fought with all with your powers. And I must respect that.
You notice Red has got this little notebook. It's not really a notebook. It's more like a pen and sort of piece of paper. And he's just sort of dipping his like the pens which have feathers. On the end. He's dipping it in some ink, and you see he's like writing some weird language and comparing it to the common. So you understand like 50% of it. And he's just sort of saying, he's just doing that as you were speaking, and he goes, I didn't really think that you would like me. You know, you're sort of the leader in the group. You're always teaching me and teaching the others. And
yes. I'm doing that because the best leader must always help the others. What kind of leader is that who never helps the others? That's why I'm doing it.
I mean, they do say teaching is the best form of learning.
Yes.
It's as you guys are talking to each other that a very, very small looking owl of your class, you would know him by the name Spook, but I've barely noticed him throughout the years. He was he has never really excelled at any of the, especially not the physical tasks that you have gotten, and then was mostly average when it came to the tasks of intelligence and sorts. However, he approaches the both of you and talks to you and says, can I join too? Nobody else wants to take me. I'm Spook.
Who? Spook. Ah, you were in the third class, if I remember right.
Yes.
What's your expertise? Strengths, wisdom, charisma. What kind of specialties you have that we can use?
I might know a place with an item you might want to find.
Red is gonna take his head up from his work, and he's gonna say,
Strongbeak just raises his eyebrow curiously. Is that so?
Yeah, well, I know nobody else in the class would, well, nobody really wants me in their group, but I think if I told you where this item is, then maybe I could join you guys and maybe we can win this?
Can I insight check him? Just in the sense of his intent, as in, like, does he appear like maybe he's gonna help us get the artifact but then steal it and... Yeah.
I want to do that too.
Sure, make me an insight check.
Fuck.
I'm not in the... Oh, I wasn't in that. Yeah, it's a very specific thing to be looking for. He seems to have good intentions as he's talking to you, though. But it's hard to tell, you know. Like maybe he does have secret intentions, but I don't know. It's a small guy talking to you, you know. It's not that much you can tell.
I made up my mind. We shall go together. You can join our group.
Awesome.
So, we gather our resources and choose the destination.
Yeah. Spook will kind of lead you guys with his little wings. He will like kind of pat you guys towards the table where you need to officially sign up before he leaks any of the information he has to make sure that you guys are committed to being in a group with him. As you stand before the table, the teacher kind of looks at the three of you and says to Strongbeak, he speaks to him and says, "Are you sure this is the group you have chosen?"
Sir. Yes, sir. This is the kind of people I want in my group.
Very well then. I wish you luck.
We don't need luck. We need cooperation, determination, and strength.
Okay, well, you sign it. Oh.
During that, Red doesn't really give a reaction. He's sort of just lined up, his hood still up, his wings in his pocket, whatever, his hands in his pocket, just waiting in the line, moving for where he needs, not even paying attention to the words of the teacher.
Yeah, just Strongbeat just do the talking.
Yeah, makes sense. Well, you guys can... wait 1 second, I'm checking something.
I don't have an equipment yet.
Oh, yeah, you can add normal... well, you can add any normal armor and weapon that you want. You will have the ability to get it, so... No magical items, but normal ones.
Rapier or a sword?
Up to you. I think Kieran has the best idea of what is best.
I mean, well, if you want to go for 200, which is probably not the best idea as a thingy because you can't use your bonus action to take a cunning action. But then it's probably short sword. But if you want to just like go with just the one, then rapier is definitely better.
A short sword is decent. And a short bow, a burglar's pack, leather armor, 2 daggers, and thieves' tools.
Okay. Well, you guys can get ready, and Spook will kind of lead you guys to a smaller building near the school, where he'll tell you guys about his plan. You see, there is this house it's in the rich part of Eagle's Peak. There's this guy known as the Collector, and I've heard he has
Well, an item that is of an unpriceless value, really.
Where is that again?
It's in the noble part of town. Where all the
I
rich
see.
people live. Yeah.
I see.
That would definitely give us a high chance of winning.
We must plan for 4 things: the guards, the exits, the doors of the rooms. We must seek that our doors are locked or not, and most importantly, the treasure's location.
All I know so far is the treasure we would be looking for is called the Jewel of the Depths. And its location would be... I think he displays it in the center of his hall.
I'm not that intelligent to become a wizard, but do you know anything about this item? Is it cursed or not?
I'm not sure, actually.